Moving next to European red mite, here's a graph that shows a representation of mite's life history in the orchard. European red mites overwinter as eggs on the tree. Egg hatch is usually closely correlated with tree phenology, ordinarily beginning at tight cluster or early pink and continuing into bloom. ERM adults normally appear by petal fall, but few eggs are laid by these first generation adults on the leaves until about the first week after petal fall. The first adults can usually be found along with the first summer eggs at this time. Succeeding generations develop in 10 to 14 days. Mixed stages are present on the foliage throughout the summer as they go through as many as 7 to 8 generations. Overwintering eggs begin to appear in August and may be laid over a wide time interval depending on environmental conditions. These are usually laid a little bit earlier in populations at high densities. Now, the need for a miticide to control European red mites can be determined from a sample of the mite population in the orchard. A sampling procedure is available that determines the number of mites per leaf based on presence on the leaves of intermediate age, which you can see follows a mathematical relationship. So, for instance, when 37% of the leaves examined are found to contain mites, whether there are many or just a few per leaf, this corresponds to an average population size of 1 mite per leaf. This relationship is used as a basis for the mite sampling charts like this one, which are in the Tree Food Guidelines. Different charts are available for different months of the summer, since the trees can tolerate higher numbers of mites as time goes on and the foliage matures. So mite management can be considered a two-phase process, consisting of an early season program against the overwintering generation and a summer program against new populations. Usually, a preventive approach, that is without the need to sample, is advised for early season, depending on the previous year's pressure. This can involve a delayed dormant application of oil or an ovicide larvicide applied pre-bloom or petal fall. For summer populations, scouting and sampling is advised to pick up any rapid mite increases on new foliage, especially during early summer when trees are most susceptible. You'll note that thresholds increase as the summer goes on, starting in June with 2.5 motils per leaf, 5 in July, and 7.5 per leaf in August. When numbers of motile forms, which means everything but the eggs, reach or approach a threshold, a rescue material can be recommended.